So in this video we are going to look at the last part of the bird feeder. So we have made the feeder top, feeder case and hanging rod, and we're now going to look at the base. Now the base uses all of the techniques that we've learned in the past 3 videos, and it's also we have to kind of use planes a little bit more so that we can kind of get the correct sizes. So first of all, as I've mentioned previously, the biggest mistake you can make in National 5 graphics is to try and do too much at once. So Inventor will only do what you're telling it to do, so we need to kind of split up this shape into more manageable kind of chunks so that it's easier for us to make. So to split it up, we're going to kind of do this base bit as one part, the top bit as the second part, the hole in the side as a third part, and then the 2 rods at each side as the kind of 4th and 5th part. So first of all, we're just going to focus on this circle here at the base. So looking at our plan, our biggest circle, so the one that is right at the edge, is 100, a diameter of 100. So we're going to go into our Inventor, we're going to go to File, New, again, metric millimeters. We're going to start a sketch on our XZ plane, and we're going to make the circle 100 millimeters. So there we have our circle. We're going to finish the sketch and try and work out how much we're going to go up with our extrude. So looking at the drawings, you can see that from the bottom line to this top part, we're going to go up 15. So from here to here is 15. So we're going to click extrude and go up 15 and press OK. So right now we have our 3D shape. So we can see the hidden detail here, that there is a circle that cuts slightly in. It's not going all the way through, but it does have, it does go down a little bit to create a kind of dish. So looking at our plan again, the second circle in is 96. So we're going to click on sketch and click on the top, and then where our centre of our circle is, we're going to draw another circle at 96 and finish sketch. And looking at the drawing, we can see again from the end elevation that it's going to go down 5. So from this point to the hidden detail is 5 millimeters. So we're going to click extrude again, and you can see that it automatically wants to build, but we're going to change the direction and change it to 5 millimeters. It should automatically want to cut it out. So we'll press OK, and there we have our kind of little dish for our first part of the base. The next thing we're going to do is the kind of taller part, so the bit that sits above it. So again, we're going to go back to the drawing, and we're going to work out the kind of thickest part here, so the biggest circle. So we've already done our 196, so we're looking at our next 2 circles, and we can see that the outside of the inner part of the base is at 84. So we're going to click a new sketch, and we're going to make sure we click the bottom of that circle, and then we're going to sketch another circle at 84. Finish sketch, and with the drawing we can see that from the bottom up we're going up 30. So extrude 30. Now Now, just like before, we're kind of repeating ourselves. We can see that here we have an 80 circle for the inside, and looking at the hidden detail, it goes all the way through. There's no part at the bottom. So again, start a sketch on here, do our circle at 80, finish the sketch, and extrude, subtract 30. And there we have the start of our shape. Now for the kind of third part that we're going to look at is this semicircle. So the semicircle that is cut the way through, we can see that the enlarged detail shows that it's cut the way through and that both of them are on either side. So we've done this before when we've done the casing, so we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing. So we're going to find a plane that goes through the middle and turn it on. We're then going to start a sketch on that plane, press F7 so that it's easier for us to sketch on. So on the drawing we can see that the semicircle starts on this hidden detail and it has a radius of 10. So I'm going to go to my circle. I'm going to make sure that I'm clicking the green point, so where they two lines meet, and we are going to do a diameter of 20. Now you can see just now that we have a full circle. Obviously we only want a semicircle. So what we're going to do is go up to modify and find trim, and we'll remove half of the circle. So you just click half the line and it will automatically remove it for you, and then we can finish sketch. And just like before, we're going to go both directions. We are going to make sure that it's set to cut, and I've made it 86 just so that I know that it goes all the way through, so that we've got our semicircle cut in both sides. Now the last thing we need to do is to draw these rods on either side. Now in order to do that, we are going to use our plane again, but we're not going to try and sketch on this side because unfortunately it's curved. So sketching on a curved side is quite difficult to do. So we're going to use our planes so that we can create a flat surface, just like what we do in the middle, so that we can get our rods in the correct position. So in order to do that, we've already got our plane, and we can see in the drawing that each rod goes out 70 from the centre. So in our 3D model, you can see here that we have an option for plane. We want to expand that, and we're looking for offset from plane. So what that allows us to do is create a plane that's parallel to another plane, and we can set it at a specific distance. So we're going to offset from plane, we're going to select our centre plane and just drag it out slightly. And you can see here, depending on what way I drag it, I'll either get a minus or a positive. So we'll do the minus first. So we're going to go out minus, and the drawing was 70. So minus 70 and press enter. And then plane, offset, and again centre out the opposite direction. We're going to make that 70. So we've got minus 70 and 70. So right now we've got three planes. We've got the one in the middle, our original one, and we've got one either side of it at minus 70 and 70. So next we're going to start a sketch on one of our planes. So I've just picked this one just now, and we are going to sketch out our circle so that we can start our rod. So we're going to go to a diameter of 6 and make sure that it's 5 from the bottom. So on our line, anywhere, we're just going to make that 5 and make sure that it is, oh, I'm on the wrong view, let me go back to there. So drew a circle, and then with our dimension we're going to go from the bottom up to the middle and make that the 5. Oh, I've done the wrong size, so press escape, double click my circle and make that 6, and then double click my dimension and make that 5. I had them the opposite way around. So there we go. We have our circle at 6, and then we have dimensioned it from the centre of the circle to the bottom line. We're going to finish the sketch. We're then going to click extrude, and you can see that automatically it knows to try and make it go to our object. Now we could set a distance, however if we set a distance, because it's going onto a round surface, you might get a slight gap. So instead of where it says distance, we're going to select to next and press OK. And that means that Inventor has found the next object for us to kind of extrude towards. So extrude and then to next, so that we've got this first rod here. We're then going to do the exact same on the other plane. So select the plane, draw a circle to 6, dimension it from the bottom to the centre of the circle 5, finish the sketch and extrude to next and press OK, and then turn off my planes. So there we have it. We have our base with our holes cut out and both of the rods either side. And then we're just going to go to File, Save As, and call it Base. So that's the last video of each part. So we have made the hanging rod, the case, the top and the base. In a separate video I will show you how to constrain them and assemble them together so that we have a full model. Thank you for watching. Bye.